with Kathleen Sebelius. I want to bring in our panel now, Sean Spicer, Communications Director for the Republican National Committee, and Brad Woodhouse, former Communications Director for the Democratic National Committee. Great to have both of you with us. Sean, let me just start with you. You just heard what Sanjay said. Kathleen Sebelius standing by it, saying, look, the program's good. Yes, we know we have problems, but we're bringing in the A-team now, which probably got you steaming as to why the A-team wasn't already there. But what about her answer that she gave, too? No, 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 I'm not going anywhere. I haven't offered my resignation. The president hasn't asked for it. Take a hike.
That's extremely concerning, that you can botch something this important and this expensive and not even think that I owe it to the American people, I owe it to the taxpayers, and frankly I owe it to this administration. Maybe they should bring in the A-team, and maybe they should bring in people who are qualified to administer and run this program, because that's what we need to. What concerns me right now, Erin, is this thing has been botched so bad that I'm not sure they know the difference between the A-team in terms of the tech people and the A-team that was on the TV show, because that's how scary it is right now in terms of the rollout's been. Listen, let's look at one quick thing. Yesterday, the White House brought in 13 people to do their pitchman Billy Mays activity where they talked about how this thing's run. They brought in 13 people. The problem is only 3 of them had actually enrolled in Obamacare. That's how bad it is. They can't even find 13 people that have actually enrolled. This is going to be health care by the DMV, and they've realized that they are in big, big trouble, and they need more than the A-team.
Now, to be fair, some of those people, one of them was a pharmacist, and she wouldn't have signed up for it because she's employed by CVS, I believe, and her point was, well, some customers have come in and they've been helped. So they were trying to not necessarily just have people who would sign up, just to make sure I'm clear, Sean. But Brad, what about Sean's point, but also what Casey Wyand reported? For many people in this country who have insurance, the majority of people, a lot of them have insurance through their companies, through big companies, they are paying more. I know at our company we've all been told directly for the past 2 years you're paying more because of Obamacare. That is something that might surprise and concern a lot of people and might indicate a problem that runs a little bit deeper than a failed website.
Well, look, I run an organization, and you know what? We're not paying more. I think there are companies who are seeing premium increases that were going to happen anyway who would like to blame it on Obamacare, or there are companies who are opposed to the president politically.
They're supposed to go down, though, Brad.
Who are making, hold on, Sean, who are making changes to their health care plans and blaming it on Obamacare because they have a political axe to grind. But Erin, let me say, so Sean clearly just playing politics with this. We've seen report after report after report.
Me and Robert Gibbs.
We've seen report after report after report about premiums going down in New York, in California. Now, they weren't rushing out saying, hey, that's a great thing. I mean, the RNC and the Republicans shut down the government to try to end Obamacare. Is anyone really going to take them as a credible voice on how to fix it? They're happy it's not that it's had problems. They're happy that the website has glitches. They're rooting for failure. What we need to do is improve it and make it work for millions of people, and that's what's happening.
The bigger issue, there's 2 issues at stake here. One is the management of this program and the execution of it. It troubles me greatly when the answer that the Secretary gave Sanjay was, no one informed the president. Wait a second. This is the #1 issue, the #1 legislative piece of the president's agenda, and no one tells him that when 200 people get on the site, it crashes. That's a problem. If I were the president, I would have said, what would it have taken for you to tell me this? Second, the issue of cost isn't just the problem. We're also seeing Americans have their hours cut down, where many Americans that were getting by on 40 hours a week are getting it cut back to 29.
Aaron, there has been report after report
We're making up all these companies.
There's been report after report after report that there's not a bit of data, including the Labor Department's employment figures for last month,
just real companies and real people,
that indicate that there's any shift to part-time employment. Part-time employment fell, full-time employment increased in this country, and you can't, look, this is playing politics. I mean, Aaron,
we've got a website called Obamacost.org. If you go to it, you can go company by company.
Final word to Brad.
Erin, I understand that you needed to bring on somebody from the other side, but the RNC supported Ted Cruz's effort to shut the government down to end Obamacare.
Right.
They really don't care whether Obamacare works or it fails. The American people want it to work, though, and it's going to.
All right, well, I'll leave it there. Thanks very much to both of you. You were a great duo, despite the disagreement.